statement. Wow.
Ed Sheeran, Ron Weasley, Puff. You understand? That's how it goes. Serious. Fuck Chris Evans.
That's how you start an interview. That is how you start an interview.
I'm getting the most views on this. What's happening, bro? You telling me?
Hey, Puff.
Hey, shout out Rush though. Farda Gee, bro. Serious.
Hey, my
fucking brother. Serious. You don't know about the times you had fun.
The bad time, the throwback. This is what I said. That's why I had to introduce you like that. Yeah? Because that was, as DST said, that what the hell? Man don't need an introduction. Introduce himself. You gotta remember that.
Come on, bro. My hair stands
out.
Was
it Ronald Weasley Puff?
No, I'm after Ron Weasley, but it's I reckon about 10 years when like the kids don't know about Ron Weasley that much. I'll overlap him, but obviously Ed Sheeran, he's the GOAT, innit? I know.
He's the GOAT too, yeah.
He's the GOAT, bro. It's Ed Sheeran.
I don't know what GOAT means. That's what I'm saying.
Greatest of all time.
Oh.
Wow.
It makes sense.
Come on, bro. It all becomes clear. IABC, you get me?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, man.
You're using too much code language. I don't get that.
FTS 4FNNTK.
What the hell, bro? What does that mean?
I didn't think he was going to question me still, I know. I know what I mean.
But
that's
no,
something you knew, you know.
Let them know what you're about, man.
What's happening though? Obviously I'm Puff. You've probably seen me about somewhere on your Instagram when you're scrolling through and you wake up in the morning. I'm the ginger dancer that you see about. There's only one ginger with soul, and that's me. You try to say we ain't got soul, I beg to differ, you understand? Shout out Rice and Peas for giving you rhythm, you understand? Serious.
But like, I just thought, like, what's your views? Like, the other day I was on Instagram, as you said, like, I scrolled on Instagram in the morning, etc. And I've come across an article, and it's talking about they want to introduce, or somebody suggested that they want to introduce masturbation into schools. They feel like
teaching you how to do it.
I don't. This is what I'm saying. It's up in subject because last week I was talking about like obviously like the younger generation and etc.
Yeah.
Now this lady here, I'm just looking. Yeah. She said that she feels that it should be taught to school kids at the age of 11 and onwards.
So would you get graded for it? I'm passing that shit flying colours, baby.
How would you pass?
How would you pass?
Who's examining you?
Is it like
who's examining you? That's the realest question. Who's examining
and what's the like the curriculum of passing? Is it like how quick, like how many strokes and stuff like? Do you understand?
There needs to be guidelines.
So like, we need, I need to like, a bit more you need to like.
What's coursework like?
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
That's the
obviously I can show them coursework, but it's like not appropriate and like I don't know like. Depends of level.
But this is why I thought I'd bring it to you today because when I saw it, I was just thinking, bro, imagine they brought this to us about masturbation. But everyone's just gonna be like,
that's big. Do you know what that is? Yeah, that's like that's opening the door for like these nonce teachers to like crack on and understand. So like,
on the other hand, it's true.
Do you understand? Like them implementing that because then like you get because every school has a couple pedo teachers because like it's facts. You understand? Because that's some of the teachers they're there because they want to help the youth. Some of them are there for a paycheck and some of them are there because they like kids. You understand?
Fam, you're telling the truth. You're talking the truth.
You understand? So it's like if you're opening them doors there, you're opening a window for like kids to get fucking. Not that.
Yeah, the wrong doing.
Because they'll be like, oh, that's not how you do it. This is how you do it. And that,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. From 11, at 11, I don't know if I knew what that was.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't remember the first time. I just remember one time it happened and come out, and I was like, oh, the fuck's that?
No, real talks. Do you know what
I mean? So
I was curious to see how it happened. Like,
it's the first time something come out, it weren't we in that. Like, you know everyone here. So it's like, and she want to teach. You want the teacher to be present for that child's like first experience.
Exactly. That's the like again like myself. I got children. So I'm thinking, my son, when he reaches 11 years old, he's gonna go into class and learn about masturbation. Then he's gonna come home and start talking about masturbation.
Yeah, to me, man, that's a bit.
At 11, I'm gonna be just like.
It's a bit off key still.
Yeah, like you get me, like
you learn that yourself, innit? Like
you got where's the birds and the bees? Like
you know what I mean, like I agree.
We gotta get to the birds and the bees before we're talking about masturbation.
Yeah, why you telling because you're kind of like teaching them from young that it's okay to chill in your house and wank. Like. when that can't run.
Don't socialise.
Don't
You know,
socialise.
have a life.
Lock off
It's
the
like,
world.
it's okay, you can just knock one off and like, when it's like, we're here to reproduce our offspring and then we're done, innit? Like, that's the main reason we're here at the end of the day, you understand?
But it's all about Adam and Eve. That story is true, it relates, and it goes forever, and etc.
Trust me.
Yeah? But masturbation,
That's a bit of a mad
I personally think it's a mad one. I don't think the person that thought of this idea, because it was a young lady that works within the institute for
she ain't never had a
schools
wank,
and stuff.
that's why.
But she must have been curious and then didn't find out about it
No,
until
do you know
the
what it
age
is?
she's
That
at.
lady there has. I'll break it down for you now. That lady there, so she's the one that wants to implement teaching of masturbation. That's because she was noshing her brother off, yeah, and he was like, "Yo, you're ripping my skin," like, and she felt away. And she was like, "No, do you know what? This can't. I've been mugged off. I can't let anyone else get mugged off. They need to teach you how to." So like. That's where she's coming from. I guarantee it. I guarantee she's just.
If she's coming from them angles there, she can't be promoting that to young people.
So she's trying to. That's her angle. So and her bitterness shouldn't affect the kids, like.
Exactly. It shouldn't at all.
It's up your wank game, get me?
Hey, Puff. Hey, you're different. You know, You're different. Oh my gosh. Now, wait. I have to take that in because. It's true, like when I was reading the article, I did feel like...
Where was the article? What was
Daily Mail.
Is it the Daily Mail?
The Daily Mail.
That's why, bro.
The Mail was
Daily
bored,
Mail. Yeah?
The Mail...
I'm subscribed to them on Snapchat, so it comes up on my team, I'm not gonna lie. To all them news things. Yeah, man, I like to get to know, man, what's going on around
them man there
media,
specifically a poison. You want to listen to people like...
No, I know, but I'm not trying to say I believe it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But it's topics... Exactly, it's topics that's going on like in the times, it's trending right now. And obviously, like, people do believe in the media as well. You know what I'm saying? There's people that believe in the media.
It's frightening the amount of people.
Exactly. So that's why I thought, like, right.
The headlines.
Let me ask, Puff, like, what's your opinion on that card? My opinion is, like you said, that's wrong, man. When you trying to do open doors for pedos or...
That was it.
You're trying to confuse children.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's a bit... Because I remember being in 11, you're still in primary school at that point, innit?
I think so. Last year.
I remember being last year. So I don't remember it still.
That's a whole next thing. That's after the Friday show. That's a behind the scenes thing.
That's after the show. But no, still, yeah. So what do you think? That's a kind of a non-stick
Scrap that one.
Forget that one, Forget that one. So yeah, man, moving on to the next question. Maybe I worded it wrong for the listeners that was listening last week, but I got it right this time. So, what do you think? What do you think? Why do you think a certain percentage of males are failing?
Failing in what?
In general, and well, like last week I said, a lot of crime.
Yeah.
A lot of UK drill. A lot of youths in school. Look at myself in general. I went to school. I never had no sense of direction. I just wanted to fucking enjoy school.
But you always had, what's the word? You always had talent back.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But it wasn't curriculum talent.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. So in the system, and that's how I should word it. Yeah. So why do you think that
in the system,
a certain percentage of young males, are failing in the system?
Yeah. It's weird because with the system, like the curriculum and school activities and that, like even you must, like you do know myself. Like myself, I'm not an idiot, but in school I found it hard to concentrate because it wasn't. It doesn't matter what type of person you are, how you learn, like if you're a kinetic learner or all them other ones. Kinetic school, I remember.
Yeah.
With them ones, it's like, but with them, it's like they teach you. Everyone is taught the same way. But not everyone learns the same way, you understand?
Definitely,
so
I agree with that.
So it's like, it's man managing, but obviously all schools haven't got the staff, so it's like, it's easy to say, oh, you need to teach people individually, like, unless you want to go private school, that's what they do there. So it's like, but then, if you're talking about people from the ends and that, it's the product, your environment, you're distracted by a lot of things at the same time, man. But then, I think what you're going to realise at our age is, the things that you do in school, I know they say that the GCSEs matter and blah, 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 and I'm not saying fail GCSEs, because like, by all means, like, crack on because they help. They really help. But if you know how to communicate with someone, you can make it on your own, bro. You don't need them.
Hey, tell them the truth, dog. Hey.
If you know how to talk to people and you know what you want and you're driven, and you just maintain, you don't need. Look, the majority of unsuccessful people, majority of successful people, like most of them drop out of school.
Exactly. And again, we're not saying to drop out.
Yeah, don't. Yeah,
chase your goals, go uni, go college if that's what you want to do.
The mindset, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if you're in a situation where we're talking about young males that are failing in the system at the moment, yeah, if you're trying to find a way, use your talents.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Embrace your different.
You can make bread. Yeah, in this world that we live in. Yeah, but there's so many ways than the ways that certain young males are choosing to take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, as you said, if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I understand it though, man. Like in the environment, like you're in when you live in the ends around here, like you know, it's like.
Why do you feel like it don't affect girls as much as it affects males?
I think depends on what type of girl. If it's a girl who's also from the ends, most of them like either they've been involved with a man and they've seen how that life is, and they're like, yeah, I'm alright. Most girls from the ends experience that lifestyle like in one form, and then it'll either put them off or they become like they fall in love with it and they love it.
Yeah.
More often not, the sensible ones will put them off.
Yeah, definitely.
But that doesn't mean like you put off people who are doing it, because some people are doing it because they have to, but they have other visions and understand like they want to progress forward and do other things, but they need that as a financial backing because no one else has it. You know what I mean? So you can empathise with them to an extent.
I definitely agree with that one there. Still, I definitely do. Because yeah, it's mad, fam.
It's a weird one, isn't it?
I mean, but don't you feel like a lot of like, so say for instance when we're talking about the whole introducing that masturbation to education and stuff like that.
I feel like you're on that slide.
What? No, fuck that.
Keep bringing that back. I don't.
No. The reason why I brought that back because it kind of leads on to the next question, isn't it? Yeah, but like. To do with not even just young males in general, just young people, like the new generation, they're all controlled by social media.
Yeah, man,
everyone's just about the internet. Everything is internet. Everything's run through the internet.
People don't. That's what I was saying about communication a minute ago. Like that's why I specifically said communication when I said you can progress in this world if you know how to communicate with people. Because the majority of the world of that generation and a lot of people our age as well, they don't know how to communicate in real life.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I kind of struggle in that I'm just kind of breaking up my show to kind of communicate.
It happens the same with me as well.
Because you kind of get closure, like you kind of focus on what you're doing and whatever.
But like with us, it's like we've communicated before. Like we've been in that with them. Like they're from 11 to 15 with like this on their phones.
Stuck to the phone.
So when they talk to people like but they'll say something witty online because they have 5 minutes to think about what they're going to say, but they're not able to speak on the spot. You know?
No.
So
I've seen younger siblings do that.
And it's scary, you know what I mean? Like, so it's that they just need to learn how to communicate in the real world. Obviously, you can make it if you know how to communicate online, but then inevitably you have to meet in real life. And if you meet in real life and you're on mute and like you don't know what to say,
they're just gonna flop the whole thing.
All that work is gone.
It's pointless.
You can't see charisma online. You know what I mean? Like, apart from like 6ix9ine and stuff like that, them man there, they got charisma, but they got charisma in reality as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
it's funny still.
If
people see on your Instagram, listen, they won't even see how funny you are.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really put it out. I put like with my Instagram, I'll do a couple of videos. The videos I do, I make sure the videos that I do, I don't just like put a load of content over there and oversaturate and like make people bored. I put funny ones that I know are going to be classics. Like in terms of all the videos I've put out, they're still getting reposted by Worldstar and that now. Do you know? And it's like that barbershop one. I've done that 3 years ago. That's gone on Worldstar. That's been on Worldstar like 6-7 times in video of the week because it weren't like an empty. It wasn't just like something that was a trend at that point. It was something that's relatable and it's going to continue to be relatable because everyone's gassed when you have a trim or whatever.
Yeah, trust me. So everyone can relate to it.
It's always going to relate.
And the worst thing is, like everyone loves house. I love funky house. I like some house.
But majority of now pop you can't really tell because it's pop's in a weird stage. But like house, like pop kind of stems. They took house beats and that back in like the early 90s and that, and like now it's like the evolution that you can't tell, you can barely tell, but like they take like the mainstream house and implement it into pop.
Yeah, and then add new beats. You ones that when you're feeling a bit wavy.
Yeah, man. So it's like it's a vibe, bro. It's always a good vibe. PuffTheHouseman is where I started. You remember I was going to Lano's, remember Dell and that?
Yeah.
I was going Raven at 14, 15.
Yeah, I said I was in Bromley, innit?
Bromley, I was going under 18s.
South London, massive.
South London.
They got the South London.
Serious. I was partying from like 14, 15. I was a little ginger dude. I was about 5'1".
Yeah, he was short.
That?
Hey, listen.
I just think, even in that sense, like, I know a lot of people have like confidence issues and shit. But it's like, just even from then, it's just like, just go out there and say it with your chest, just believe in yourself and who you are. Like.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
And once you start doing that, you'll see the change.
You see the change, man. You see
the change. Last question, yeah? As I said, we've leaned on to it before, but we kind of went off. But what would you change in schools to help young kids who are failing or distracted?
What,
He said, oh.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I kind of switch it there, you get me?
Yeah, right. In school, how would I? It's hard because I wasn't like an idiot. I wasn't dumb, but like, I personally found myself being taught stuff in a way that I didn't want to be taught it. So then I would react by like acting out and being loud and being a joker and that, because of the fact that the way that it was teaching me was boring me. So I feel like, do you know what I mean?
We knew this.
Do you know, like, we was in the same boat. Like Samara would always tell, you know, you're a smart kid, you know, but you just got to keep your head screwed on. You know?
You just got way too playtime.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
And all that stuff. So it's like, I think it's just like, as I was saying, I pulled up the point earlier. I think we have. With the teachers, we have a few teachers that are in schools that want to help the youth, and then a majority of them are there for a paycheck. Yeah. And what I've understand is that them kids see them more often, not more than they see their parents during the week.
Well, listen, like now we're in the working life.
Yeah.
You see how school was like.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know what I mean?
School was
so
everyday thing.
You got to teach them correctly, like you know, you kind of got to guide them correctly, and not because a lot of the teachers have egos as well, and that like. So like, if a student, they'll tell a student they're wrong, even if they're right, because they said they're right, because they've proved them wrong. They'll still tell them they're wrong.
You remember bare times it's happened.
Yeah,
the teacher gets embarrassed and
yeah,
that.
like ego trips and that. So that affects the kid as well, because then that affects the kid mentally to think, oh, maybe I'm not allowed to speak up.
Yeah.
Not like kids, like certain people will have the chest to that. They'll be like, oh, forget him. Like I know what I'm doing. But then other kids who are still in the shell, they might have once finally decided, no, isn't it this or whatever, and they get shut down, but even though they're right, they'll be like, I'm never going to say anything ever again in my life.
Never speak again.
You know what I mean?
There's enough man like that used to just speak up, get shut down, never say anything again.
The teachers, I think teachers need to be a bit more, they're not qualified, that's unfair, because that is a hard job for them, like, but they got to care more about what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just like read from a text, make it, understand your class and how they're going to learn properly.
Definitely. We need more teachers that are, like you said, not about the paycheck, they're about the kids.
Yeah, man.
A bit more understanding. Obviously they can't tend to all the children that are there.
But they can make, like, look at Mr. Keith, like our teacher, Mr. Keith.
He was safe, he was understanding.
Sweet as enough, but
sometimes
he kept it consistent, but he was a geezer consistent. You right there, shut up, mate, you're a mug.
Yeah, look at you, butters.
Yeah. So he, but then if you talk to him, he'll have the same tone, but he'll tell you, listen, you've got to sort it out, mate. You know what I mean? Keep it real.
Yeah.
He isn't saying what you want to hear, you keep it real with you, you know what I mean?
100. So yeah, man. Yeah. You've been so on the spot challenge. We're about to ask PuffTheHouseman some either or either questions. So let me go in with the first one. Indica, sativa, or hybrid?
Sativa.
Sneakbo or LD?
Sneakbo.
Cardi B or Nicki Minaj? You say both Craig?
I don't even know, you know. I think now Minaj still, she's awesome.
Minaj, yeah? Alright, cool. Face and features or personality and integrity? Why don't we pick words I can't say?
What is it again?
Face and features or personality.
I'm not going to act like I'm not shallow. Face and features play a part in it, like, but I need to maintain a conversation with you at the same time, so I'll go personality, you know.
Alright, cool. That's a good one there. Yeah, you go with a good one. 6ix9ine or Lil Pump?
Neither.
What? Nah, why are you clapping against me?
I don't.
Why are you clapping? Nah.
No, shout out 6ix9ine because of the UK thing, and I just don't really like George, to be honest. It's not like
Nah, you know what? 6ix9ine is a hype man for me still.
Yeah.
His music's dead, but he's a hype man. UK rap or UK grime?
Grime. Oh no! Wait, no. Wait, what? It depends. Like, that's an interesting question.
Yeah, trust me. I thought you'd say
That's an
that.
interesting question. Because like, if it's it depends on what artist. Like, because with rap it's nines, gigs, and scraps. Understand?
Yeah.
And then with grime, it's like it gets the double skeptic like. But so it's like it's a hard.
It's a hard one.
It's a hard one still. But I'm gonna go with grime because like. No,
Grime's
I'm not
original-
going with rap.
Grime's original,
I don't
though,
know. That's
Grime's
hard.
original. When Gigs was coming out, he made it
Gets
to the
artillery and
Skepta and
that. Like, gets artillery and all them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm P Money. Shout out P Money went Forest on that.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on, veterans.
Serious. P Money little dig on the tour and that as well.
Come on, this is what I'm saying, making big movements.
Come on, bro. They're absolute legends, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I drew UK rap or UK grime. I thought it would be a good question still. So moving on, funky house or electro house?
Funky.
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
Keep
grow
that
on.
moving.
Dun, 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 dun. Shout out Crazy Cousin, man.
Yeah, big up. That new tune is
Pioneer,
wavy
man.
still with the youngin' in
With the
it.
rail and that as well, Pioneer.
Deep house or jungle? Is that right? Did I use that correct? Was that correct? Yeah, it was.
That was Deep House. I like old school jungle, but it's like I was always kind of like should have vibe like Deep
Yeah.
House. Like,
Deep house is mellow, man.
Yeah,
You're holding that meds, bro.
you know what I mean? Hold that beat to house, it's different level, you know, right?
Hey, big up. Hey, Maggie needs to sponsor us. Maggie or Cherry B?
Is that a trick question? Maggie.
Hey, Maggie.
Maggie life, you understand? Is it?
Hey, you know this. Leave EU or stay in the EU?
Mad.
See, that, it don't affect me because I've got dual nationality, I'm Irish. So whatever happens,
You're in the EU.
whatever happens, I'm EU, bro.
You're in it twice as much, bro.
I'm already in EU, B. So whatever happens, but you, ideally, let's say stay in the EU, but if that affects the free internet you get around Europe, because since we left the EU, you get free internet around Europe, and I've been traveling Europe, so it's like
That's what I'm saying, man. Use that Wi-Fi.
comes in handy still.
Hey, listen, man. Use that Wi-Fi, that data. That data.
Well, we made our bed in it, so leave.
Yeah, son.
Lay in it. And
Yeah, trust. You have to hold it out, stand the ground. Hideout or Elroy Ibiza?
Elroy. No,
Elroy,
I
sorry,
went.
I always say that wrong. Elroy.
I went hideout in like 2012 when I was like, that was my first ever festival when I was 18. Was hideout in Croatia before everyone like, I'm standing hipster like before everyone knew about it. It's like I went there before then. Like, it was so much cooler. Like now it's not joking. But no, I went Croatia when I went Croatia like 5-6 years ago. Different level, but I think Elroy is just trippy as.
Trippy, wavy.
Just trippy.
I was working at the festival in England the other day.
Went off in it.
Yeah, it went off. So I can imagine Ibiza was massive.
Right, Idris Elba was there shutting it down and
Yeah,
that.
we were holding a wave. Everyone was.
He played a little James Bond
Do you know what
remix.
time is on? I was thinking, you know, I'm maxed already.
Shout out
on the
Elba,
stage
bro.
yet.
Hey, vote campaign for Elba to be the new James Bond. Serious. Comment below if you want him to.
Hey, Young Thug or Rich Homie Quan?
Future.
Man didn't even pick you. I said Future. What? I didn't even rate Future. It's too tough still. I never got
Not anymore
right.
you don't, but
Future is a bit.
when did you ever rate them? Like, they got like, a couple 1-2 tunes and that.
Rich Homie
Like
Quan.
Goo Wop, that tune, is it Goo Wop? Young Thug's got that Goo Wop tune he's got it with Young Scooter. Young Scooter's
Yeah,
a
that's
G.
old school. I think that's old school tune.
You
still.
dig. You dig.
I think that's old school. I don't really listen to Young Scooter like that still, so I might have to skip
Scooter,
that one
alright,
still.
Scooter still.
I'm a young thugger and he's old
That
still.
fella, yeah. I don't mind. He's alright.
But sometimes I feature
He
his side.
goes a bit left, innit?
Yeah, no, I know his personal lifestyle is a
Real
bit different
left.
still.
Goes a bit left.
But sometimes, as I said, like you said, you gotta be good at what you do in it, and
Yeah,
obviously
it's unique,
music is
innit?
art in it.
Yeah. But like nowadays,
that's separate.
But with rap, it's like with rap now, you have to have a certain like. You have to have like a facade to go with your raps. You have to be like.
Power or Empire? Do you remember Empire? 'Cause a lot of people don't remember that one.
No, I remember Empire. Do you know what the thing is with Power? Yeah, what hurt me? Don't slay me for this, but I haven't watched it.
You don't watch it?
There's a reason why I haven't watched it, because people spoil. Remember the season when Ghost died, but he didn't really die.
Yeah, bare people put on Insta. I hate that.
I knew what happened without knowing what
Some
happened.
people do it on purpose. They put it in their captions and they do it on purpose. I'm just like.
Then I
bro,
see some old video the other day of some bird getting shot. I don't know who she is.
Yeah. I'm not gonna expose.
I'm not gonna say who it is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying bird. Specifically, I know because that ghost one was like a couple of years back.
But it was even that people have been exposing that. And I was thinking,
ruin it. Like, and what I'm saying is, if they do that on Game of, if anyone does that for Game of Thrones, I'm sending a diss track. Straight fire.
So you're a real Game of Thrones fan, yeah?
Did you watch it? It's politics.
I'm trying to get into it, but I think I'm like, wait.
Nah, listen, the first season, the first season, you'll watch it and you'll be like, right, what's going on here? Like, you'll get a feel for it. Then the last episode flips it on its axis, and you're like, oh, so like these people don't matter. These people matter. Like. And it's political, like.
Yeah, but it's mad long. I swear it's like 45 minutes an episode.
I binged it like a couple of weeks ago. I finished it in like 2 weeks. Albeit I stayed up that.
I said binged it, and it took 2 weeks.
Yeah, man.
Well, how? That's
no,
episodes.
I didn't binge it. Like, didn't leave my house and that.
Okay.
I went like whenever I was in my house. I watched as many episodes as I could.
Still 2 weeks.
But
that must have been hella episodes.
Listen, yeah. Game of Thrones. But yeah, Power. I picked Power because everyone said Power and shout out 50.
Yeah, 50.
Shout out 50 Cent.
Get the stretch. Hey, my G. UFC or boxing?
Oh, that's the only two favourite. They're only two sports, but
yeah, I know you like them too. That's why I asked.
I'll say boxing because I've got the Joshua hat on today. Shout out Joshua next week. Good luck.
And big up, that's what I'm saying.
Come on,
do your thing.
Repping
Hold
UK heavyweight champ. Come on, let's go, champ. Let's go.
Let's go.
Champ.
Makeup or natural?
Natural.
Natural?
Yeah, because I don't like this, this eyebrow thing looks like a robot. Like.
Yeah, some of them look mad. Like, some of them look mad. Like, when Cardi B had the fight with Nicki Minaj the other day,
man.
her eyebrows were like,
I'm not on it, man.
before the end of her eyes and that, it was looking a bit crazy.
Like, by all means, girls do what you want, innit? But
and that's what I'm mad. It's like, if a girl's like dancing in the house rave and she kind of shakes and then she turns around.
Girls are really, well, some of them do, but like a lot of girls, like, they understand, they wear minimal makeup when they go to house raves because it's going to sweat out and that and it looks even worse. So like you kind of, but then also they're like their faces are all over the shop, so it's like you can't really tell.
Yeah, when you wave, the eyebrows could be on fleek, and then you wake up as mud thing.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So it's like, but I do what you want to do, but I just like semi-natural.
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah, go on, outside D.
Joshua or Wilder? Okay.
And then you.
Okay.
I'm going AJ all the way, baby.
Right, he's sticking.
I've got him on my hat. I can't go.
Champ, that's what I'm saying.
I can't go against him.
He's sticking to the champ.
I've seen it. I went up to Cardiff and watched his fight against Parker.
That's what I'm saying. He's sticking to the champ.
Staying dedicated.
Yeah, man. Shout out Dylan White as well, though. Still.
I like Dylan White.
Dylan White's Josh's biggest test, I reckon. Like, so if Wilder lands a right hand on him, obviously it's game over. Like, not game over necessarily, but it will hurt. But the way that Wilder punches, Josh is going straight down the pipe. You know what I mean? He's coming straight down the pipe and he's catching him and catching. He's gonna do exactly what Tyron Woodley done to Till in the UFC on the weekend. As he's going over, he's gonna catch him on the inside, straight on his chin. He's gonna go down.
So when you say you're predicting the future there, yeah?
Yeah, 6th round. No.
So when that day comes,
he's got to beat Fury
that
first.
happens.
Wilder's got to beat Fury first. Shout out Gypsy King. Gypsy King and that. He's reckless. I think he will though. I think Wilder will.
And this one's a bit of an awkward one though, yeah?
Wow.
Caspers or creams? Some may say it's the same, but there's a difference. If you're a dessert person, if you like milkshake,
you know creams is the one, isn't it? Like,
listen, original things.
But I'm gonna shout out Lover Slice.
Whoa!
Reason for that is because I think it's a creams or a Casper's try open opposite. And try to shut down a local business. That can't run. Them things.
The little local franchise.
They can't run. I don't like that. You know when they try like, when a business sees that, oh look, this milkshake place is doing well. Let's open one here and see if I was. Leave
the business. There was only one video on the end.
Do you know what I mean? You're a franchise. Let these drink. Like that's why I hate these big companies. Let them
big up Puff still. Man said he's promoting the man them in the end there. Beckenham side. Lover Slice. They got some nice cakes down there still.
Independent businesses, man. You gotta you can eat on your own now, bro. You don't need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't need to be doing all these mad moves and that.
Man.
So man, next one, Mo Comedian or Michael Dapper?
In what? Because obviously it's two different. It's weird.
No, they both do impersonations.
What is it? Is it in, like because because I want to go and see Mo Comedians do his stand-up soon.
Yeah, same here.
I want to see
I've seen a couple of people go to that.
Yeah, I've heard good things from it. But Dapper's been working hard, and he thinks about it a lot more than you think. Like,
have you seen that the recent one, the little skit that he did? Yeah. Oh, was it Benny Back and Dip It? And it was a school teacher or something like that, and he was like, what do you mean bend your back and dip it? I swear it was mad funny, bro. It was mad funny. Like I need to check that one up there still, but yeah, like what you Michael Dapper or Mo the Comedian, bro?
Has to be Mo still, yeah, Mo's grafting, he's got his show and that, Big Nasty, and he's got his own show coming out as well.
Oh, swear?
Yeah, he's got his own show.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Oh, swear that.
He's got his own show coming out on Channel 4 as well.
Wow,
yeah.
Big up Mo the Comedian coming from a couple cans, Joe.
Couple cans. But he's been on the graft for a couple, like 10.
Yeah, no, from like Steve the Madman and
yeah,
like,
Steve-O's
Facebook.
Steve-O's funny. I don't know if you've watched his vlog.
He's
done a Florida.
From Florida, yeah. I've watched the first one. I watched the second one yet. Still.
Oh, one sec.
Big up Steve-O as well, man.
Yeah, no, Steve-O's vlog from Florida was so funny. Like, it was 58 minutes long, the second one, and I was glued to the whole.
You watched the second one already?
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah.
Listen, you gotta watch it. It's so funny.
No,
it's hilarious.
Listen, I've been following
He's the funniest man on the planet. Like, I don't care what he says. Such a it's just.
Have you seen that one where he bucked AJ and he backed off his stop?
Yeah, exactly. He said it's like. He looked kind of wedged.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Right, I didn't know Steve was wedged.
And then AJ gets up and he's like, "We're shouting where you are." Yeah,
he's a legend still. Steve was a legend.
Yeah, serious.
Big up Steve with the Madman, fam. Okay, moving on to the last two ones, yeah? Money or fame?
Money.
Come on, listen, because you do whatever with money, you can buy fame.
You can
buy fame.
You don't want to be bait. It's long
you just want to get your dough and just live life,
yeah, man, you want to be ghosts and that, man. I mean, shout out everyone who's managed to do that, but sometimes they come hand in hand depending on your
graft.
Yeah.
Word. So yeah, man, as you know, it's Friday night, so we're going to end this one with Friday or How High. Have you watched How High?
I hope that answers your question.
Warrior. Hey, are you listening? Yeah? That was the on-the-spot challenge. Yeah? I think, listen, you handled that quite well. Hey, DST, what do you think? Well, I think Puff handled that quite well. He backed up his answers. Yeah? I agreed with a lot of your answers. We got the Geminis in the building. We got the Geminis. But yeah, man, let them know where they can find you at, man.
Yeah, check out my socials, PuffTheHouseman on everything, really. Emails PuffTheHouseman as well at gmail.com. But you don't need to email me, just DM me, it's easier.
It's easier, trust me. Emails are kind of low, that's a kind of end of the week thing.
But yeah, shout me, catch me, if you go to, catch me a couple of house reds coming up as well. Just catching a vibe in it, just come say hello. One's here, innit?
Get me, come shake a leg.
Get me!
There's one that you mentioned to me that I might have to attend to, so you might catch Farda Gee there. You get
Farda Gee's DJing.
Listen, I will do that. I'm going to do my own thing on the dance floor. You get
serious?
Me? You know I always got to come every week, like man's DWE and that.
Come on! Wait.
But yeah, man. Big up everybody. Big up Puff for coming down there, man.
Respect, man. Shout out Farda Gee, man. Keep doing your thing, my brother.
Love, man.
Serious,
you come with the fire tonight.
Always, bro.
Obviously, sponsored by Maggie. And Maggie, you need to hit us up. I just got told about your Instagram, so I'm going to follow you.
I'll follow you on Instagram, bro.
Hit me up. But yeah, man, everyone, have a blessed weekend. You know, it's a Talk to G show, 10 to 12. Make sure you lock in every Friday. Locked Online Radio. DST, I think it's your time to shine, my brother.
Oh, kill him.
Okay.
Kill him.
Shout out the light. One light Puff. Thanks, brother, for coming through today, man.
Hey, up in the 4K, killing them with the ice cold.
The visual.
She too spicy.
You know it's like
Jay's most wanted, I don't know.
This one, J Unity, spicy. So you have to give it to the girl then. Anyway, let's go.
She too spicy. She too spicy. You know it's just too hard to handle.
There's too much sauce.
What kind of?
Why do you know when I'm rocking off white?
Which one? Tell me.
She's smiling me on her teeth with that ice.
Alright, we are being at about half an hour. Did you? Where?
Too much sauce.
A bit later.
DJ DS.
Big up Cash, yeah? Hard, bro. Hard, bro.
What I wanna do is vibe, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have a good time tonight.